Hey everybody, and welcome back to our One Income Budgeting channel. So it is a new year, a fresh start, and we have a whole new planner here. We have our title, One Income Budgeting, which is what we are called here on YouTube. So this is an Erin Condren 7x9 monthly planner. I have it linked down below if you're interested for that. We are also using Sarah Marie's monthly view kit here for January, as well as her January budget setup kit here. So we kind of changed a few pages in here. So when we ordered this, I didn't realize there was not going to be like a bunch of extra pages in the back, so we kind of decoiled another one and took some of their pages that was not used and put in the back, and then made a tab from another one and flipped it over to kind of separate it. So that is different, but we are going to go ahead and flip to January, and we are going to get this set up. This is a late video because my stickers has just arrived. Y'all probably just saw the video of me showing y'all what we got in our stickers. So, but let's get this going. Alright, so we are in the month of January. Always fabulous to start a brand new month. I love it. So we are attempting to use the Budget Moms, and I don't know if I'm going to be successful with using hers just because I've gotten so used to using this kind of layout and making it my own. I just don't like having all my paychecks on different sheets, so I can't get my final numbers without having to go through and add them up that way, because I don't know, I'm just weird. Anyone else, when they do something one particular way for a while, they kind of don't want to change it up because it works for them? Yeah, that's where I'm at. Alright, so we'll do the numbers off camera because that's just going to take too much time. Alright, so for this setup, all of our pages are now in between here. So this first page, we are going to be doing our debt on this page here. When we flip over here, we're going to do our paycheck breakdown on this side and our January budget on this side here. Alright, so we're going to take, let's see, let's pull out thin, and I want to use this one. So we're going to use this thick washi here. Alright. Alright. So income. Certainly didn't go straight at the end. There we go. There we go. Alright, so for income, we're just going to use black and keep it all kind of somewhat color. I'm a colorful person, but a little less this time will be fine. Alright, so for income types, our main source of income is my husband's job, which his name is James if you are new here. And then we have anything that I make, which tax season is now upon us, which means I should be making some from that. I need to get training done so that way when they start getting picked up, I can get a few hours and work there for on the weekends. And then we have other. Other in our category consists of selling things on Facebook Marketplace, through a consignor shop, anything like that. Also, any online income that we account for in there, Etsy, YouTube, Herbalife if I get anything, and then if we cash out any of our apps, we put that in here as well. If it gets to the point where we need to just put online, I will add online once I start actually bringing in more income from online. But for now, it goes under other for us. So But we will probably, hopefully, by mid-month, we'll be able to make income, one of the income lines that we have online, because I'll actually be bringing in a good income. So fingers crossed. My goal is still February to be able to hopefully have enough saved to buy a silhouette machine and start crafting stickers. I'm super excited. So alright, so for James's income, we estimate he brings about $3,500 this month. He gets paid every Friday, a weekly amount, and we kind of base it off of the previous month, and it's about how much did we do? 7 something? I can't remember how much we did, but we try to do the smallest amount possible. That way we're not over exaggerated our amounts or anything. So for me, I'm hoping to bring in 100, and then for other, it's kind of unexpected, so we shall see. So there is our total amount, $3,600. All right, so we're just gonna lay a thin wash sheet down to kind of separate out our income from our actual budget for January. So our income will fund stuff for February. Everything for January has been budgeted for already. That is a difference between our budget versus everybody else's budget. But your budget could be different. So don't base it off of mine. Make sure you are doing what works for your family. All right. So for our fixed expense side, we have our rent, which our rent is $600. And our landlord is my father, so he kind of gives us a discounted rate because we do the yards and stuff during like the summer and do leaves and all that kind of good stuff. For our Allstate, which is our insurance company for our cars, we pay $192.23. Next up is our cell phones, which we have AT&T, and we're on a family plan with my mother and my sister, so we pay $183, and that is a set amount every single month. Once we pay our phones down, it'll be about $108 or so. So once we pay those off, that'll be great. Then next up, we have Charter, which is our internet provider, which it has went up to $74.99. And then our last fixed amount that we have is our pest control, and they come out every quarter, and if we need them before then, they'll come out, and we pay $33 a month for them. So those are all of our fixed expenses we have for the entire month. Lay down our total strip here, and I will come back and write in our totals to make sure these don't change, because sometimes our Allstate may be off by $1 or $2, because every few months at the beginning or the end of our 6-month period, it goes up or down just a little bit, so it fluctuates just a hair, but normally it's the same for the rest of the months. So there's that. So on the other side, we are going to be doing all of our variable expenses, which, if y'all have been around for a little while, y'all know our variable side has amounts that should be fixed, but we pay more on them than we should. First up is our Mazda. And if y'all know, this is the debt we are aiming to pay off as quickly as possible, and we will get there. So budgeted amount is $601. So for the Mazda, this is a one-time payment, and we do have it to where we pay half of it at the beginning of the month, half of it at the end, and we can rotate all the way through, and whatever extra we throw towards it as well. Next up, we have power. And power is 200, which it needs to go up for February. So we will make sure we move this up. It has gotten cold, so our power has went up on us. Next up, we have our gas, which is propane. We only have this a few months out of the year. So at the end of December, we had budgeted $50 for that, but we are still putting money towards the propane for in case we have a bill. Water, it was 80. For student loans and IRS loans, our amount is 57. Next up, we have a storage unit that we have some things put in right now, and that is, we have 37 budgeted for it. For groceries, these are the cash envelopes I keep in my wallet. We are budgeting 600 for that. Then for gas, and this is for our cars, we have 175. Personal spending, this is for me and my husband. Spent 75 split between us. So we've got $36.50 each. I just put it all together. Miscellaneous, we were able to pull 50 for that. Sinking funds, we fill in at the end of the month after we know how much we put towards them, as well as savings. Then we throw money into a cushion, which sits as like a buffer in our account. That way, if a bill comes higher and we already have some of it in there and not enough to cover it, the cushion will help cover it. We can just add it to the bank next time we go in, so we don't have to make an extra trip. And then we have unbudgeted, because you know life happens and you need to have somewhere to have it unbudgeted in case something pops up, so you keep your budget accountable. Alright, so those are all of our bills and expenses that we have for the month of January. Alright, let's see if I can line this up. Probably not. Not really. So we're going to draw in our lines really fast. Alright. So that is what our monthly view setup for January is. All of this stuff down here are exactly what we were able to set into each of these categories. In December, rent has already been paid. Pest control has already come out. We've already made a payment on the Mazda. Storage has already cleared. So some of these bills have already been paid because we are already in January. So I usually have these up beforehand, but it's all right. And then we don't have a debt over here for variable, because when we write our actuals, it will be how much we paid plus the debt stuff for over here for our Mazda and our student loans. So that is why we have those two on this side here instead of on a variable, because they are the same amounts every single month for those. All right, so I believe, all right, so that is all we are setting up in here. We have our monthly view set up. We're going to go in and write down all of our expenses and bills that have already been paid for this month. And I really hope that y'all enjoyed watching this. Make sure you do like and subscribe to the channel down below. Leave some comments, any questions, anything you want to know about me, ask me in the bottom, and I will answer the ones that I can. But I can't wait to see y'all in the next video. Bye bye now.